Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. In Side Quest, we're taking a break from our longer stories to play just a few sessions of some very unique role-playing games out there. So sit back and enjoy. Hello there, just to sneak this in a little bit before we actually start, the game that we are going to be playing, called Cottages and Cerberus, is actually available for Kickstarter starting now. We will have the link in the description, but definitely check it out and try and purchase this game. As you'll hear throughout this episode and the episodes moving forward, this game is a Cottagecore. Kind of getting away from the impending doom of most kinds of games and campaigns, and just all about trying to be cozy and have a good time with all of your friends. The game style has been described as Animal Crossing meets Monster Hunter, which is incredible. The hunts are great. The art is immaculate as you go through this book. So definitely head on over to Kickstarter to get yourself a copy.
Working in a bakery sounds very fun.
You would think that it'd be like the cake, well, I guess for some people it'd be the cakes and stuff that gets them, but it's the bread, the fresh baked bread for me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
It smells so good.
Now I want to be making fresh bread and smell it. Another day.
I mean, bread's all right, I guess.
Yeah, he hates bread.
He does not like bread. Because we're pretty sure he has
bread phobia.
No,
bread phobia.
Yeah. Fear of bread.
Yeah, he's just terrified. Can't even bring a loaf of bread home anymore. No, he just doesn't like bread.
I mean, fair, but also, how dare you?
Though?
Yeah, no, not really, because bread's fantastic.
It's okay, but have you had rice?
I've had yes. Rice is also fantastic.
It's good with everything.
Even with bread? Would you make a rice sandwich?
Would you put rice in your yogurt? Would you put rice in your cereal?
Okay, well, some Mediterranean meals actually do have yogurt.
Yogurt
on
it.
Right, but that's putting yogurt in your rice, not rice in your yogurt.
That is a distinction.
I would still eat it, yeah, because it's right.
Rice put rice on
ramen noodles.
Probably instead of ramen noodles.
Ew. I guess
rice.
No, because that's good. That's just wild rice at that point.
Yeah.
No, the noodles have to be there.
Dang, now I'm trying to think of something you can't put rice on.
It's impossible. You can't.
Even on your everything bagel?
That's bread.
If it doesn't have rice on there, then it's not an everything bagel.
Oh, that's a fair point. Also, did you guys see that there's an ability that basically lets you summon a donut?
No.
I didn't see the donut one. I saw the
frozen treat
one.
Yeah. There's one that says summon donut, and you can create a donut of any type unlimited times per day. The only limit is your imagination and what the universe considers to be a donut.
What does the universe consider to be a donut?
Donut whenever I want.
When does it stop becoming a donut?
I don't know.
Because you
Actually,
can't qualify it by shape because there's different shaped donuts.
Jelly-filled donuts don't have, I was going to say the hole in the center, but jelly-filled donuts don't have a hole in the center.
That is also true.
What about cruller? Would you count that as a donut? Because it's sold with donuts.
What is cruller?
A cruller. It's a cruller.
Like a bear crawl.
It's like, ooh, twisty.
Oh,
yeah.
Twisty donuts.
Those are just donuts.
They're called donuts. All right, well, that's what I was wanting to know. Do they count as donuts? And apparently
is it just
they do.
a fluffiness measure?
No, because there's some cake donuts.
What about a
true.
bear? Have you ever had or an apple fritter? They're not very fluffy. They're kind of fluffy.
No.
But
would they count as a donut?
I lost my tooth in an apple fritter when I was a kid.
Ow.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I lost mine once in a cosmic brownie.
What? What is this?
What did you lose? What baked good did you lose your teeth in?
I don't think I've ever lost a tooth in a baked good. I never lost a fight with.
I never lost a fight with a brownie.
Plus, I don't eat cosmic brownies because they're gross.
Well, you don't like chocolate, so duh.
Yeah, because it's gross.
Yeah, and you guys are all jumping on me about not liking
Okay, pause. I'll die on my hill. Would you die on yours?
Probably.
Then I disagree with you, but I respect you.
Okay, you know what? I guess that's fair.
all we can
we'll
ask.
concede.
What was my? Is a Pop-Tart a sandwich? Is it Jerry put a sandwich?
Would you put rice on your sandwich?
Would you put rice
Yeah.
on your Pop-Tart?
Why
Yeah,
would you
I
put
was just
rice on a sandwich? Yeah, why would you put rice on a Pop Tart?
Instead of sprinkles,
rice on
it's
a Pop-Tart. Rice filled
Whole grain.
Pop-Tart.
Probably like
I
mean,
plain
you could-
white rice just wouldn't.
Would you put rice
add
in your
much flavor
cake
there.
instead
You could
of
have
filling?
like a
It's just
savory
rice.
Pop-Tart with rice in it.
I think I would put rice in my cake instead of filling. That actually
Rice
sounds kinda
doesn't have
good.
to be savory. I like to drink rice with milk. Well, not drink rice.
I like to
I
chug
like-
my rice with a little bit of tapatio.
I like
Although tapatio on rice is also still
Yeah,
like, pretty
go
good.
to.
rice with in milk with
Yeah.
cinnamon and sugar.
Rice
Okay.
pudding's also really, really good.
Rice pudding.
Oh,
is
fuck
quite
yeah.
good.
Rice pudding's delicious.
Yeah, would you put rice in your pudding? You probably
Would you put rice in your pudding?
I think he'd really like rice pudding.
I don't think I've actually tried that though.
Well, now you have
You
to.
haven't.
Have not.
Oh, fucking
Dang it. Why
Yeah,
can
I
I
have
not
to.
think of anything? Would you put rice on your pancakes?
bacon
Your
pancakes.
gluten-free pancakes?
Do
Maybe
you not like pancakes?
pancakes are good.
Okay, I was about to. Hey, our friendship
you
was
more
about
of
to
a-
be strained.
Are you more of a pancake or a waffle person?
Pancake, personally.
Yeah, pancake for sure. Because
I-
like the waffles, like it's a crunch or like
Mhm.
too crispy there.
Well,
where,
just don't
like,
make him crispy.
okay, well, you're a pancake guy
no-
too. Why are you giving that?
Okay, but I still love. I also love. I like them both a lot. Okay.
Yeah, they're
Gotta make
both
some soggy
fine.
waffles.
They're different things. I want different things when I
Say
have those.
Mhm,
Soggy
mhm.
waffles. I'm
Soggy.
just gonna glaze over that. Like no one mentioned soggy waffles.
No, it's never eat soggy waffles.
No, it's. God damn it! I'm forgetting now. That might be it.
North, east,
Never eat soggy waffles.
southwest.
That might be what I use. There's one other one I've heard.
News.
No.
Nesu.
Yeah. Stop.
Jesus Christ! All right, let's just get into this. Let's just get into this fucking game.
Enough of you guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome
Hi.
back to
Don't
Roleplay
get too
Rejects or
excited.
whatever. We have a guest star for this episode. If you wouldn't mind introducing yourself and all that.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Willow. I'm the guest star for this episode, like Damien said. I'm very, very excited to be playing this, by the way. I run a podcast called the RPG Goblin, where we basically introduce people to new games. And actually, this game, Cottages and Cerberus, is one that we've done an episode on. So if you like this and want to hear more from the creator of the game, check out my podcast. Yeah, I think that I also like dice and mushrooms.
Fair enough. Yeah, and we'll have a link to that in our episode description. But Willow, how did you end up getting into TTRPGs, and how long have you been playing TTRPGs?
Oh, good question. So I'll go for how long first. I think I've been playing for roughly 6 or 7 years, I believe. I had a bit of a break during COVID, so it's roughly around that time. And I got into TTRPGs through D&D, 5e at first. My brother used to play at a local game shop, and he invited me, and I played for the first time and absolutely enjoyed it. So that's how I got into D&D. How I got into TTRPGs in general, though, is I think it was the Adventure Zone played Monster of the Week for one of their seasons, Amnesty. And I absolutely loved that season. And then years later, I looked back into it and then realized, wait, that's a different game than D&D. And that started me down the rabbit hole of all the TTRPGs because I got Monster of the Week, read it, became obsessed, and then now I have a collection of over 30 games on my shelf and even more in a very overpopulated Google Drive.
Nice. Yeah, like there's so many different
I
options
can't imagine.
there.
There really
Having
are.
just shelves full of RPGs.
Yeah,
Oh, it's beautiful.
definitely wouldn't be us. Definitely not looking at
No.
right now.
I mean,
Um,
like, the dream is to have a library full of every single TTRPG.
I was going to
that's
say,
the
it's
ultimate
kind of
goal.
a dream, though.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I would, like, it doesn't matter if it would cost probably an insane amount of money. I will achieve it one day, hopefully.
What's the money, bro? Like we can't take it with us, so we might as well spend it on TTRPG.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, who needs to eat, really?
If you only eat top ramen, your food budget is like $400 annually. Like that's all you need for
True.
the year. You
Or
probably
you can
shrink that
become
little
a
bit.
plant and just eat from the sun.
Photosynthesize.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
Every time you go, we have a guest speaker. Do you want to introduce yourself? It's so hard not to speak up. Like me, like it's so hard not to be like, "Hi, I'm Wesley. I'm the guest speaker." I'm not.
Do you want to be? Hey, Wesley, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Wesley.
Great.
Helpful.
So
glad we did
today,
this.
today we are playing Cottages and Cerberus. It is a cottagecore game, and that is a new term to me as of
yes.
looking at this thing. So cottagecore, it like rose up in popularity around like COVID kind of time frame. But basically the idea is that with cottagecore, you don't have like some big bad, you don't have the world ending, none of that kind of stuff. You're just kind of vibing, go out on quests if you want to. But there's no like real sense of urgency, real sense of danger. It's just supposed to kind of be a good time.
Exactly.
Yes,
It's
Wesley.
fantastic.
You know what I just realized is that people draw things in layers. So this, okay, I know it sounds weird. I know. But dude, literally until today, I thought if you were drawing like a house and then put like a creature in front of it, the outline of the creature in front of the house just wasn't drawn. Like that is just a creature shaped outline on that house that doesn't exist. It just clicked in my brain that that's dumb to think that, and that the full house is probably drawn, and you just put the creature in front of it. Oh man!
Yeah, Wesley right now is looking at some of the art for this game, which is incredible art.
Thank you
No,
for
it's so
admitting
good.
that to us.
Dude, like how hard would it be to just not draw this much of the house? But
Probably pretty hard.
they didn't do
actually.
that because that's dumb. Why would you do that? Just draw that.
Yeah.
Out.
It would be
It would
incredibly
probably be a lot
difficult.
easier to just draw the
Yeah,
house.
I agree. I
Where you
concur.
know it's not going to be, you probably put less detail.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Where
yeah.
you know it's going to be covered, but like,
Mhm.
Honestly, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like,
Okay, thank you. Like, dude, it's gonna like. It
how
makes
to
sense,
spot
right?
people who just don't draw.
If you stop, like if you have that thought and you don't develop it, and you're just like, yeah, whatever. Like it kind of makes sense if you don't think about it.
Yeah.
But then you give it literally any thought, and you're like, no, that's dumb, bro.
yeah, like I don't imagine that they left like a perfect outline for what they're gonna draw next. No. But just a bubble for where. Okay, and then here's gonna be this thing, and I'll draw it later. Anyways, here's a house.
I thought it was perfect. I
Here's
don't know what they were gonna draw. I was like, how do you do that so well? You don't. That's how.
Yeah. Anyways, Cottages and Cerberus. I am sure that Willow would be able to say a bit more about this game if you would like.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you did talk about the cottagecore stuff, and that's a big thing in this game. Kind of inspired by games like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, where you're building up like these communities or farms, and you're just kind of having a good time with your friends, and go fishing and plant gardens. But in this game specifically, they decided to combine it with monster hunting to actually like build up your cottage, because the whole thing is actually basically making you're supposed to be crafting like magical home goods, such as like a maybe furnace that's powered by dragon scales or something like that. So
Or like
it's
a drill whip that is supposed to make things like a lot more fluffy in like a mixer.
Yeah, and so it's like all kinds of really, really cool things like that. And the whole idea is like you have this cottage and you kind of go out, you decide like, oh, we want to add this to the cottage, and we go and find a monster and either fight it or try and get the item some way from it, and then bring it back, craft it, and then rinse and repeat.
Yeah, and there's even like a mode, it's called cozy mode,
Mhm.
where you don't even go out monster hunting, you just kind of like vibe around the cottage,
Go fishing
into a village and try and, I don't know, bargain with people or just
Mhm.
help out around the village. You don't really have to go out and monster hunt if you don't want to.
Yep.
Although I will say that a lot of the cool aspects of this game are definitely in the monster hunting.
It's really
And
awesome.
like you were saying, Willow, it is self-described as being Animal Crossing plus Monster Hunter.
Dude, I love Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
And I have slightly above neutral feelings about Animal Crossing. I like Animal Crossing. I just play it a lot. Today's
That's
sponsor,
fair.
Animal Crossing.
Actually, the fantastic thing is that they're so in Monster Hunter how you have the little like cat companion guys.
Mhm.
You have companions in this game, and they are so freaking cute. You can have like a little toadstool, a little baby Cerberus, like a shark dog. So if anyone
Shark
like
dog.
yeah, shark dog, you get them like you either get like a magic item or a companion. So you guys could have really cute pets.
Yeah, and I think with that, we might as well just kind of like jump into a little bit of character creation here. So this game is like pretty, I don't know if I would say system agnostic, but like setting agnostic.
Mhm.
You can pick like what your character is. Like some of the things that they describe are like if you want to be a cat person or a cat humanoid thing, go for it. If you want to live in a land that is just surrounded by nature, sweet. If you want it to be like steampunky, awesome. Have fun. It doesn't really limit your creativity as far as that goes. But let's we'll start getting into some of the mechanics of character creation.
Yay!
So, everyone, go ahead and get out your character
Dandy.
sheets.
Oh, sorry. That's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say pencil and paper, but you didn't. Sorry.
My heart wonder don't tell me what to do. I don't know why. It does that a lot.
Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is we are going to assign attributes. So when we're assigning attributes, you can put a 4 in one of the attributes, a 3 in one of the attributes, 2 in one of the attributes, and the last attribute would have a 1 in them.
Mhm.
This correlates to the amount of dice that you are going to roll when performing an action for that attribute. The 4 attributes are charm, alchemy, lore, and muscle. You can also call these the calm stats.
Yeah.
You say calm?
Calm.
Calm.
Collie kid. Fuck.
Oh, calm.
Sorry.
I get it.
No. Sorry, sometimes I just fuck up my words.
Can you get into lore? Is that like knowledge?
Sure. Actually, why don't I go ahead and go
There's a
through
brain.
all of these? So, charm is pretty much charisma in any other kind of game. Be more persuasive and charming and likable, yada yada yada. Leadership, diplomacy kinds of skills. Alchemy, think of that more as like your more magical kind of stat. It's inner strengths, willpower, emotional resilience. You use this for doing magic stuff.
Mhm.
Lore is more about your intellect, mental acuity. So you can think of this as an intelligence stat. They are more perceptive, intelligent, creative, strong memory, those kinds of things. And then the last one, muscle, strength. So your physical power and fitness, you can kind of think of this as strength and dexterity mixed into one.
Neat.
Cool.
What are you gonna do? I don't want to do the same thing.
I don't want to do the same thing as you either. What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
I've already have my stats written down. I can read them out loud so people avoid the same
Okay.
spin as me. Don't look at them. I want to read them out loud.
Hey,
I did.
a 1 in charm.
What do you?
I'm sorry, that's the only one I saw, and I wanted to. I'll stop.
I have a 1 in charm, 4 in alchemy, 3 in lore, and 2 in muscle.
Okay.
I was thinking for going higher charm because I wanted to do a bit more support helping type role.
I wanted to do muscle, so that works.
Wait, look at us
Hell yeah.
go.
But
Okay.
I'll also be somewhat charming.
I'm not charming at all.
I'm a big
I'm not charming at all.
Okay, and then next we will be picking abilities. So your character gets 3 different abilities out of a long list of abilities.
Yes.
Oh, I should probably get
Have
my
you looked
phone.
at these abilities yet, Stevie? I know we're on mic, but pretend we're not. Have you looked into it?
Not at all.
Okay, cool. I just didn't want to be doing it.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. I'm sorry.
It's been a busy few days, and this was
That's
kind of
so
last
fair.
minute. So
I haven't been busy. I just haven't looked because I'm dumb.
Do-do-do.
I know there's one of the things that was sent that goes over some kind of like almost pre-generated-esque character thing where it's like, oh,
Yes, they
here's
do
like you
have-
could be. Oh,
A
sorry.
worm.
No, they do have that. It's think of it as like, hey, I am new to this game. I am getting a little bit stressed out at all these different options. I want kind of like a guide of what abilities to pick to get a certain vibe. So they have things like maybe a more druid kind of a vibe. Here's some abilities that you would probably want, or I don't know, a mercenary, a fighter kind of a thing.
A soldier, beastmaster, lots of really cool things. So I've actually been looking at the abilities pretty much like all of last night and today because I wanted to have a bit of an idea of what I wanted to do.
Yeah, so the different kinds of abilities are like passive abilities. So these would just be constantly available.
Mhm.
They can be anything from like you get a 2 bonus dice to any acrobatic checks, all the way to you can see in any non-magical darkness, things of that nature. Then you have power abilities. These are a little bit more, how do I want to say, broad, I guess. So like you can talk to animals. You might be able to use that in combat, or you might be able to use that in like social situations. One of my favorite ones here: create frozen treat. From your hand, you can conjure any frosty treat, including ice cream or sherbet of any flavor.
So good. I love it. I like that one. And there's also, is it in? Yeah, one of the other power ones is magical mushroom, which is really cute.
What does that one do?
You grow mushrooms on your body. At the start of each session, you eat a mushroom and roll to gain a random ability for the rest of the session. Though the sad thing is, it says this ability is only for ongoing campaigns. Sadness.
Oh,
Oh,
But
the
I
next
think
one
those are
would
some
be.
really cool ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool ones. The next section is spell abilities. So these are just different spells that you would be able to cast. And they have this once per scene. So we've dealt with scenes in a lot of different games, but think of it as like you arrive in town. So in town would probably be considered one scene. But then you go to the forest and start tracking down a monster. That would be one scene. The actual fight with the monster would probably be one scene.
I just love the artwork in this so much.
It's so good.
Then there are action abilities. So these allow you just to do, like, use an action to do something unique. So one of them is double cast. Once per session, you can apply 2 enchantments to 1 spell attack. Enchantments basically modifying like a basic spell attack. Or you could brutal swing. Once per scene, when you deal damage with weapon, you can deal 2 extra wounds onto an enemy.
There's so many
jeez.
abilities.
There are.
Then there are reaction abilities. These abilities have a specific trigger involved with them. So here's one: counterattack. The trigger is a monster causes you to lose your health in its turn. And then when that happens, you can make a weapon attack against the monster. It says spoons, but I will get to spoons in a little bit. Think of spoons as your health.
Again, cool reaction abilities too.
So why don't we take some time, because there are 20-ish pages of abilities.
This is extensive. I love it. But also, I'm getting... I don't know what it's called when there's too many decisions, too many choices.
Decision paralysis. So when you're going through these abilities, there are these tags associated to them.
That's really nice. Like, I'm reading through the tags and I'm like, oh, that makes it helpful.
So like an action is it is used as your action, or it can be triggered as part of an action. So it's just associated to an action. Enhancements, they allow you to kind of like improve your spells, your basic spells. Basically anyone can cast a spell, but with enhancements you can make it, I don't know, like a fire spell, or increase the amount of damage that it would deal, or something to that effect. There are maintain abilities. These ones they require continuous energy. You can only have one sustained or maintained ability active at a time. And if you suffer an effect that makes you lose your turn, the maintained ability stops being maintained and goes away. You can kind of think of that as like concentration in 5th edition almost.
Yeah.
There is pair. So some abilities are super focused on one use case. They might have the pair tag. If you are picking an ability that has a pair tag, then you can pick another ability that has a pair tag, and it only counts as one ability slot, if that makes sense.
Ooh, wait, that's actually quite.
Passive abilities. They're just passive, always active abilities that you have. Power abilities are just kind of a broad term for just having that, like one of the power abilities that we went through, where it's useful in both in and out of combat. You kind of have to just be creative about how you go about using a power ability.
Mm-hmm.
You have reactions. We already talked about reactions. And then spell is in the last tag, and they are spells, basically. So let's... Oh, did you have a question?
How many abilities?
3.
3.
Yes.
I'll make them all pair abilities.
6.
So I get 6.
Okay.
No, some of the pair abilities are really specific.
Yeah.
Like, I probably don't need a +4 bonus die on surfing checks.
I mean, maybe though. Turns out this whole game is going to be nothing but surfing.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a surfing competition.
There we go.
I mean, that sounds actually like a fantastic time, so...
Yeah.
Oh, we're fighting a kraken while we're on surfboards.
There we go.
Now that would be
Classic
awesome.
Classic dilemma.
Yeah, so let's take a little bit and look through all these.
+4 dice on checks related to making, preparing, or enjoying sandwiches.
And this is a dice pool game as well, so like the number is how many dice you roll, correct?
Yes. And I will be determining what your target number is. And
Ooh,
actually, now's probably a good time to go
that's
through
cool.
that as well. So how this game works is you add up the number of dice associated to whatever thing that you are trying to do. So let's say you are trying to ride a surfboard while avoiding a kraken's tentacles. I would probably say that that's going to be a muscle check.
Mm-hmm.
So you would look at your muscle stat. It would have a number, let's say 3. You would get 3 d6s and set them into your dice pool. If you have that ability where you get, was it a bonus 4 dice for surf checks? You would add those other 4 dice into that pool, having a grand total of 7 dice. Then I would choose a target number. Well, that kraken is pretty big, so I think that you have to get a 5 or above in order to have a success.
Mm-hmm.
So with those 7 die, you will roll. If you get 0 die at or above that target number, you just fail the check. If you get 1 at or above the target number, you have a choice. You can either lose a hit point and succeed, you lose 2 hit points and succeed, or you can just choose to fail the check. If 2 are rolled at or above the target number, you can choose to only lose 1 hit point and succeed, or just fail the check. 3 or more, you succeed the check. 4 or more, you super succeed the check.
Super succeed. Yes.
Which you can just think of it as like a critical success.
Nice things happen when you super succeed.
And this is kind of reminiscent to Badge Quest in that way, where it's pools of D6s and trying to beat target numbers.
I've been really wanting to try Badge Quest.
It's so fun.
It's a lot of
It's so
fun.
fun.
And the book comes with like 20 different scenarios.
Oh, that's amazing.
And they leave a lot up to you in terms of like how you. It's really cool the way they do it. It's kind of an outline of like these 3 events, or I don't know how many events, these like 3 to 5 events maybe need to happen, but then you could just kind of do whatever you want to make those happen.
That's so cool. Oh, I want to play now.
All right, switch it up. We're playing Badge Quest.
So while you guys are looking through all of these different abilities, I'm also going to talk about what a spoon is and
question
how
really quick.
combat works. Yes.
What's a spoon?
Thank you for that, Lisa.
Sorry,
That's
I
very
just
helpful.
out of context. I'm going to talk about what a spoon is.
Oh, yeah. So this game uses spoons as hit points. However, it's not just as like how healthy you are. Spoon it's stems off of or derived from something called spoon theory, which is basically a way of talking about your energy levels. I think it was used for like some neurodivergent individuals, talking about how if they had only like 6 spoons, they only had energy for like 6 things, but certain tasks require more spoons or more energy to do. So when you lose spoons, it doesn't necessarily mean that you took a hit, that you took damage. It just means that you are some of your energy that you had for the day is gone. If that makes sense.
Indeed it does. Which I like the idea behind the mechanic a lot.
Yes, because even if you hit 0, like down to 0 spoons, you're not like dead. And you're not even entirely out of the fight. It's just you don't have enough energy to keep on going, so you kind of sit on the sideline.
You can do one thing, and that's help a friend.
Yes. Which, let's get into that now. So some of the actions that you can do would be like attack with a weapon. If it is a melee, or if you're using a weapon, it is a if you're using a weapon, it is a muscle check against the monster's hide or speed stat, depending if it's melee or range. There is a basic spell attack. You use your alchemy against the monster's resist stat. There is help a friend. You describe how you aid a friend. You make a target number 2 check. Usually it's a charm check, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, depending on how you're helping. And if you succeed, your friend gets a +1 die on their next check. You can use an ability. This would be like an action tag ability. And then you just follow whatever rules are there. Or, and this is my favorite one, think outside the box. You are encouraged to just think of something cool to do, and we'll figure out together what the target number might be, what stat you might use, and we'll figure it out.
Hell yeah, love it. Love that that's one of the abilities too. Or not the abilities, the actions. I think there's one that I know I'm for sure taking, and it's Flower Blossom Bloom.
Okay, what does that do?
Basically, once per session, when you deal damage with a magic attack, the spell explodes into a barrage of dancing petals. All other foes take 1 damage, and all allies regain 1 spoon.
Ooh.
That's sick. I also like the mental image of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm half tempted to play a little mushroom guy and to kind of flavor it as spores too.
I was thinking of playing a mushroom guy, but I'm not committed to it.
I
So
too was considering playing a
we can all be mushroom guys.
We could just be a few mushrooms just
Yes.
waddling around.
I'm in love with this. I'm so happy.
I'll be a really wide one because I've got a lot of muscle.
Oh. Yes. I love that.
Is that what we're doing? Are we mushroom
Yes.
people?
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Yes. Mushroom people.
I've always been told that I remind people of mushrooms.
Is that
Is that a compliment?
true?
Or is that...
Because I don't think they were being nice.
It's not true. I think it could be a compliment. I really like mushrooms.
Dude,
Mushrooms are amazing.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just didn't like them as a kid, and I think that was a mistake.
It was.
Yeah. Same.
I liked them as a kid. Did I?
I used to pick chanterelle mushrooms as a kid.
Ooh.
Pick
Those
what
are like
mushroom?
fancy mushrooms.
Those are
What's
fancy
the
mushrooms.
what are the different? We need to be distinct mushrooms though.
Yeah.
So does anyone know their mushroom vibe? I was thinking like night bloom / poisonous. And by I was thinking, I mean I have dibs on that vibe, and you cannot pick it.
So you're going to be an edgy mushroom?
Kinda. Not too edgy because I'm
Your
really
cap
bad at.
kind of goes over one of your eyes.
Yeah.
But you can like flip
I'm
it
really bad
back.
at playing edgy characters, so I probably won't be too edgy. I think more of just an appreciation for like the end of the natural life cycle
Ooh.
and poisons.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking almost like kind of I was thinking a little bit more of a mycelium theme with kind of keeping everything together and being like kind of a part of that network. So,
What?
Do you not know
Mycelium.
mycelium?
mycelium.
Oh, sorry. Sorry for being like the one guy.
Wow. Imagine not knowing.
Damn. Embarrassing.
Yeah, I'll show myself out.
I could be a portobello and just be unnaturally wide.
Oh, I love that
There
so
we go.
much.
I don't
Could
know
be,
if I want that or a.
Oh, what are they called?
porcini?
Puffballs?
Porcini?
Puffballs?
Oh, to answer your question though, Wesley, a mycelium is like a network of roots that a lot of mushrooms have that can get up to like a mile long.
Oh.
And they all intertwine and send signals to one another about like I don't know, danger or something.
I'm going to be a puffball mushroom.
Yes, puffballs
Look
are
how
so
big that
good.
is.
That's huge.
I once
Huge.
found a puffball in my yard and it was insane.
They get like weirdly big.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
looking
they're,
at pictures right now.
they're huge. People do like people will
My
like
character name
do
can be
huge
Puffball.
slices. Yeah.
Because that's a cute name.
It is an adorable name. Puffball. I need to decide on a specific mushroom for the vibe.
You and me both.
I wish I didn't put it all in muscle, because if I put like one in muscle, I could be a chanterelle.
Are they
You
long?
can switch it around right now if you want.
I don't want to. I
Okay.
was pretty devoted to being a buff
Beefy boy.
mushroom.
A buff room.
A buff room.
Buff
Buff room.
Puffball. Just
Puffball
imagine
the buff
this
room.
yoked mushroom walking up to you. Hi, I'm Puffball.
Yeah. Hey, have you met our roommate Puffball?
Has to turn sideways before going through doorways.
That is so good.
But I still got stuck going sideways, so I have to kind of like lay on my side and then roll.
Oh, so you're just like insanely wide, but not very tall at all.
Yeah, like they're more like they look like a ball of dough,
Mhm.
like that you're getting ready for bread, but you just like set it in the bowl. It kind of
bro. He hates
gets a
bread.
little flatter. I'll show you. I'm excited.
Are we all good on abilities?
Oh no,
Okay.
I got distracted by the puffball part. Ooh, Might of the Titans.
Well, I guess I have mine picked out, so I guess I can say mine so that.
In a moment, if you wouldn't mind.
All right, all good.
Yeah, I figure we'll go around the table once we're all
There's just so many
ready.
abilities.
Mhm.
Reaction
Actually, we'll save it
abilities.
for the end so we can talk about like
Oh, our characters.
our whole
just in
character
general?
concept.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm just going to look at mushrooms very quick then. Hold on.
Lose a spoon. Oh my god. Summon cute, chubby, tiny unicorn protectors.
That's amazing.
You create tiny unicorns that swarm around you, protecting you from harm. For the rest of the scene, whenever a creature uses an action to deal damage, the unicorns swarm the attacker and deal 1 damage.
That's so good.
You can reskin this ability to use different creatures to protect you.
I think you should stick with the unicorns.
Right? Kind of want that one, but I don't know.
Ew.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good.
And just looking at other mushrooms, and it was just like brown powdery mushroom. Ew, why? No one wants a powdery mushroom.
Mm.
Honestly, freeze-dried mushrooms sound like they'd be interesting to taste.
Huh. That would be very interesting.
I just think I wouldn't like it. I don't know. I just thinking about the texture of freeze-dried mushrooms sounds like it'd be really satisfying to crush.
One.
I'm a little uncomfortable with the idea of freeze-dried mushrooms.
That's fair.
I think I'm gonna do. There's this species of poisonous mushroom called the Amanita verna, or has a cooler name or like a hip name called the Destroying Angel.
Ooh.
That's like an all-white pale mushroom that looks like a lot of other mushrooms, but is insanely poisonous. So I think I'm gonna do something like that, but have my
That's
character
cool.
be mostly pale white, but also like glow in the dark, because I think that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome, especially with
Um,
like kind of the poison vibe you're talking about.
I'm thinking maybe probably just have parts of his body glow green at night. Maybe
I'm obsessed.
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm
Do,
gonna
do
do.
you think it like makes a pattern then, like some kind of tattoo design almost?
Like a mushroom
Ooh.
tattoo.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna do a mushroom tattoo. Maybe
A mushroom tattoo is in the mushroom has a mushroom tattoo?
Yeah.
Or because the mushroom has a tattoo, it's a mushroom
No, I was
tattoo?
thinking the mushroom has a mushroom tattoo.
I love it.
Probably I don't know, probably some design. I'm gonna think about it more in my brain because I don't know what to do. I might just do a mushroom.
Maybe that's like you know how people have like tattoos of like family members. Maybe that's a
There you go.
It's
It's
your
my
mom
uncle.
or something.
yeah.
Just looks like any other mushroom out there.
Stevie, are you ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is what a puffball looks like.
Okay. So now that we've picked abilities, and don't worry, we'll go over everyone's character at the end here, but now we get to choose a vibe. So this is supposed to be a personality trait that also mechanically tells you how you can regain spoons.
Oh.
No, that was where I was stuck because I was wanting to see what everyone else was going to do character-wise before picking anything.
Fair.
Ooh.
So some of the vibes that you can get would be cheers. Regain 1 spoon each time you start a scene with companions. Or lucky clover at the start of each scene. Roll a d6. On a 6, you see a 4-leaf clover, and you and your allies regain all of your spoons.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Or night owl. Regain 2 spoons each time you start a scene in the dark.
Actually, that would be amazing for glow in the dark.
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe doing that one.
In your face, you can be a bit aggressive. Regain 1 spoon each time you deal damage.
Like when you win, I win. Whenever someone else in the scene rolls a super success, you regain 1 spoon.
There you go.
I was thinking of doing trickster, but then I was thinking of like how sneaky because you love to play pranks and trick others. Regain 1 spoon each time you successfully deceive someone with a clever trick, but like I feel like I can't get away with much. I'm a big guy.
You get it.
I love Puffball so much.
I know you're not playing, but what would you be if you were a mushroom? What vibe would you be?
That was what vibe would I be as a mushroom?
Yeah. Not like, I know that's the poor wording on my part because I know it's a thing mechanically.
Mhm.
I just mean like, what kind of character would
Oh,
you
what
be?
kind
I
of
guess you wouldn't have to make a mushroom, but
I kind of want to do the lucky clover one.
dibs.
That'd be awesome.
No.
I'm not doing that one. No.
Where do I put the vibe?
That's what I was gonna ask. It's on the right of your character sheet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you start with 1 vibe, but as you level up, you can get more vibes and more ways to increase the regain spoons.
You're telling me I grow more complex as a person as I level up?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mushrooms support mushrooms. Complex
Mushrooms.
person.
MSN.
MSN.
So now that we've got our vibes figured out, now it's time to go into magic items and pets.
Yes.
So you get to pick whether you want a magical item or a magical pet. So let me just kind of go through some ideas for magical items, and keep in mind that you, if you have a different idea, you are more than welcome to try it, but there are a whole shitload of different magical items. So here's one. Unicorn helm. This helmet is adorned with the horn of a unicorn, which acts as a lightning rod to grant complete immunity to electricity attacks. The horn is a symbol of purity and protection, keeping you safe from harm. Or the Dagger of Vengeance. This cursed dagger has the ability to inflict tremendous damage on enemies, but at a cost. When a user deals damage using this dagger, if they are not at full spoons, they can lose 2 spoons to allow the dagger to deal bleed.
Ooh.
Bleed causing the target to lose a spoon each at the beginning of each turn.
Yeah, that's a good ability.
There's the Raspberry Dress, Blade of the Princess, Rabbit Foot, Gemstone of Insight, the Spectral Slayer, Flying Broomstick, just all sorts of crazy magical items. But while you're looking through those and seeing if that is something that you want, let's also go through some of the pets that you can get. Now, keep in mind, pets will have their own abilities associated to them, but you can also use them in whatever kind of weird creative way that you want, or just to add to the overall aesthetic of your character. So there's an Abyss Puppy, an animated plushie,
So cute.
Baby Cerberus, hey, just like the name. Mushroom dragon, a duck, penguin, shark dog, a turtle. You can have your own pet toadstool if you want to have, like, I don't know, a brother that follows you around or something.
That would be so good.
Yeah,
Baby
go ahead
mushroom dragon.
Yeah,
That's
mushroom dragon.
perfect.
They're
The occasional
so cute.
art of just like random characters and is just so cool. This book is so cool.
Yeah, and the art's so well done.
Mhm.
But yeah,
love
go
it.
ahead and look through those and let me know when you're done.
Just toadstool. The owner and fungus forager. The owner and toadstool get +5 dice for foraging mushrooms and other fungus.
Just harvesting your friends and family.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sometimes they get someone's got to get them out of the ground so they can start walking around.
Oh, fair enough. They're like Pikmin.
Oh,
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Do you think you're getting a pet?
I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards a pet. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm leaning towards a pet too. I kind of just want to get the mushroom dragon.
It does look really cool.
Mushroom dragon's great.
Get it? Because I was thinking about getting it, but I won't feel the need to get it if you get it. Unless you don't want it.
I'm torn between that and shark dog.
I was torn between that and Shadow Kitty.
All right, neither of us get that. You get Shadow Kitty. I get shark dog.
Okay. I already decided Shadow Kitty. I already took a screenshot of the page and everything. It was predestined.
And this would be considered equipment, so it'll go in your little equipment
Thank
spot.
I am gonna get the dragon. It's just too cute.
You fooled me.
As you should.
Well, I would have. It's fine for you either way.
So with that pretty much rounds out our, as far as mechanics go, our character creation. So why don't we go around and talk about who our characters are, maybe what they look like, their personality, whatever. All that stuff. So, yeah, who wants to start?
I'll go.
Yeah. I'm so excited about Puffball.
This is Puffball. He's a giant puffball. White and blobby, I guess. This is the best way to describe it. His abilities, if I understand right, I am allowed to have 2 pair abilities count as 1.
Correct.
Yes. I would write them in the same box.
I didn't do that, so
Oh, okay.
but I did note that they're a pair.
As long as you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you know.
Which I got Wall Walker, traverse vertical surfaces. Did you get Wall Walker too?
It did.
And I also got see invisibility.
We were almost the same.
I can see invisible objects and creatures.
Nice. Okay.
And I got super stretch. I can stretch my arms 15 feet.
One Piece.
I love that.
Yeah, I ate the gum double fruit. And then Rainbow Blast.
Oh, what's that one?
I don't know. I made a mark. I made a note of what page it's on because I was like, I ain't writing all that.
I took screenshots of mine.
That makes more sense. Once per scene, when you deal damage with a basic magic attack, it becomes a spell of every color and energy. Roll a d6. On a 1 to 2, it deals fire damage. On a 3 to 4, it deals ice damage. On a 5 to 6, it deals lightning damage. It deals 2 extra points of damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Love
So
it.
the first.
And my vibe is Lucky Clover. Lucky Clover.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I
and,
said the wrong words.
what did you pick as far as a magic item or pet?
Oh, I picked the baby mushroom dragon.
What can that thing do?
Oh, I don't know.
And also, maybe what does it look like?
It looks like cute.
You've never seen a baby mushroom dragon?
It looks like a dragon, a baby dragon with mushrooms growing on it, and has like a kind of like a hood of mushroomness on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it.
No, that works. And what can it do?
It releases a breath of fungus spores. The targets gain Hex 1 and Cracked 1. Recharge 5. I don't know what that means.
Recharge 5 means that at the beginning of each turn, you roll a die. If you get above at or above a 5, then the ability's recharged and you can use it again.
Mm.
Oh, it has plant-like scales.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
Its head is mostly hidden by an enormous mushroom, far too big for its current size, suggesting it will grow into it as it matures.
No.
It's wearing a hood that's too big for it.
I love it.
My guy, my little mushroom guy, his name is Verna.
Verna.
He's like super pale white, but he has, like how sometimes the underside of a mushroom's cap will have has those grooves sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He has those haphazardly, just kind of randomly around his body, and those glow green in the dark. He also has green eyes that glow in the dark.
So cute.
He's usually dressed in pajamas.
Aww.
Guy. He's really into plants and alchemy, so that's where most of his interests lie. As far as his abilities go, he has plant control, which reads, this power allows the user to control and manipulate plants to their advantage. The user can make plants grow or wither and can even command them to attack enemies or create barriers of thorns. Complicated maneuvers involving plants will require an alchemy check. Using this power costs 1 spoon. However, the GM may rule that certain longer sustained applications of this power will require an expenditure of multiple spoons.
Okay.
She also has talk to plants. Once per scene, you can communicate with plants and understand their responses. And then for my pairings, I got Wall Walker. I can walk on vertical surfaces, and Night Vision.
Ooh.
And I almost went with. See, we were almost. And then as for my boy, I got a Shadow Kitty. His name is Onyx.
Oh.
He blends totally into the shadows. It would be very hard to find him if not for his large eyes, which I've decided also go green, and that's why we kind of my man. Yeah.
So cute.
He has Stealthy. The Shadow Kitty gains +5 dice when attempting to stealth. Also, if the owner attempts to stealth when the Shadow Kitty is in the same scene, The owner gets +1 dice. And then he also has Ambusher. The Shadow Kitty and its owner can capitalize on a surprised foe. If he did not see the Shadow Kitty or its owner before the attack deals an additional 1 damage.
Nice.
And my vibe is Night Owl.
What is Night Owl?
I get +2 spoons if I start a scene at night, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's so cute. I love it. All
All right,
bits work
and
together.
Willow.
Yeah, all right. My guy is Mycelia, a little morel mushroom friend with big black blank eyes. Like there's no brain behind them.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're gonna be a bunch of mushroom boys, there needs to be no brain there. So my abilities are Flower, Bloom, Blossom, which I'm going to flavor as spores, which basically when I cast magic, a bunch of spores are going to explode out and deal 1 damage to all enemies and help allies regain 1 spoon. I also have Scry, which once per session, you can look into a special reflective surface and scry on a creature whose name you know for up to 10 minutes, which I think is fantastic for almost like the mycelium network type thing.
Yeah.
Then Bardic Inspiration is my last one. Once per session, all allies gain a bonus to their next roll equal to my charm, which is
nice.
Going to be really, really helpful. Which also, Mycelia has like a bunch of belts wears like a bunch of belts that has random items in it, and one of them being a little mirror for the scry.
Okay.
And also has like little veins that don't really glow, but stand out against like kind of the normal stalk of the mushroom that represent the mycelium connection.
Okay.
Yeah. My vibe is when you win, I win. Whenever someone else in the scene rolls a super success, I regain a spoon. And the item that I chose was the Boom bottle. It's an explosive bottle of hot sauce that I can throw into combat, dealing 1 damage to all enemies.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
Just a little collector.
I do have a correction. I was wrong on Night Owl. It's 2 spoons whenever you start a scene in the dark, not necessarily at night.
Okay,
Ooh.
gotcha.
Oh. So you just like sit in the corner.
Vibe in the shadows. Yeah.
I live in darkness.
I'm just in a tree.
Just always emerge in a scene from the shadows.
Yeah. I come from the shadows.
Okay, and so now that we've
Sorry, I keep raising my hand. I also have a question. The glowy bits, the green glow.
Yeah.
Can I turn that on and off? I want to be able to turn that on and off.
Sure.
Is that okay? Thank you. You're a gracious God.
Yeah, that wouldn't be great for stealth.
Yeah, I was reading
It's like, could it be anything there? There's just these glowing lines over there. Don't worry about it.
Is that a rave over there, Ramsey?
Oh my god, mushroom rave.
So now that we have met all of the different characters, now let's go into the cottage aspect of this game. So, basically, we are going to walk through creating our very own cottage or series of cottages if we are, if the characters are not wanting to be roommates in one large cottage. Now, I'm saying the word cottage a lot, but keep in mind it doesn't have to be like just a cottage. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the... Here we go. It can be things like a lighthouse.
Ooh.
Or maybe it could be part of an airship. Or a greenhouse. Or something
I like
out
the
in the
idea of it just
dunes.
being like the base of a tree. Really big tree.
Ooh,
Oh, like
that
on
could
Clover
work.
Clover Kids
mushrooms.
Next Door.
Yeah.
Just kind of like under a really big canopy of like bushes.
Okay.
That would be
So-
adorable.
Like inside of a tree or like a tree
Yeah.
house?
Probably inside of a tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we talk?
There's literally something called the mushroom cottage.
Yeah, so you guys could be just like living inside the walls of maybe a large family member.
A mobile home.
I'm just saying.
Thanks, Granny.
Honestly, then we can take our house with us.
There we go. If you guys want, that's perfectly fine.
Big mushroom to fit the puffball in there.
And I guess that's fair, yeah.
It's just
So why don't we go ahead and talk about why don't we talk about like maybe what this cottage looks like on the outside and on the in?
Well, I definitely love the idea of the inside of the tree cottage, especially with the idea of like mushrooms could be even growing outside of it and give it that really cute vibe.
Okay.
I like that too because that's kind of where you like. I'm just thinking like the forest floor kind of thing.
Yeah,
But big, really big.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
adore that.
Actually, I've got an idea here. Why don't we go around the room and just add like one detail to maybe what's on the inside here, and think about this as like the communal space that you guys share.
Mhm.
We'll be getting to like your individualized bedrooms later.
Okay.
But for now, like, let's go around, and who wants to add something about the communal area?
I got one. Like I don't know, I haven't seen a commercial about it in a really long time, but you can get those like tracks along the wall, like the shows along the wall for cats to run on.
Oh yeah.
I want like those, but like I guess they would just be like wooden like pathways along the side of the tree, and it's pretty difficult to see Onyx, but occasionally, randomly, you just see his eyes sitting somewhere on it, so you know he's there, and then he just likes to run around sometimes.
That's cute.
Perfect.
Ooh. I almost feel like it'd be cool to have like a little reflection pool in the communal area. Maybe like
Okay.
that's one of the other places that Mycelia can scry. And we have like just this nice little meditative, reflective pool like in the middle.
Perfect. All right.
I kind of want to do something. Probably, I'm gonna copy you. I'm gonna do something for my pet, but it's just a bed, like a dog bed. Oh,
Okay.
for with like a pillow so he can rest his head on there because he's got like a giant mushroom on it.
Oh, I love
Probably
these guys
pretty
so
heavy.
much.
It's got to be pretty heavy.
And
Yeah.
can we have like a opening in the ceiling so he can just fly out?
Sure.
Yes.
Do we want to add more to this communal area?
I also wanted like a little, like a teapot, like a
Short
little
and
tea
stout.
set. I
Yeah.
just want tea. It feels important.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
I
a
too
little,
Want to?
maybe like a little alcove area that's like a little sunroom for the pets to
Ooh, yeah.
sunbathe.
Okay. Yeah. Your house has all this stuff.
Perfect. Just like I imagined.
It's so
Do you guys have
cozy.
furniture in here?
Oh, probably.
Is there like a little kitchen nook, or do you guys just kind of like, I don't know, photosynthesize?
Photos?
Yeah.
And drink tea.
I like to think I don't really need furniture. I just kind of like tuck my arms and legs underneath myself.
Aw,
Okay.
I'm
that's
pretty
really cute.
flat on the bottom, I think.
Maybe we have little wood stools or something.
For when we have tea.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm the pillow for the dragon.
Oh,
There you go.
That would be so nice. I wonder if it's heavy for you, the little mushroom head.
It's probably smaller than me, so
Yeah, so when a pet jumps on you, you're like, poof.
Yeah.
wait, it weighs a lot more than it looks.
that's true.
Okay. Why don't we then go around and describe each of your guys' individual rooms that you have?
I'll go first. So kind of what I'm thinking for my Celia is probably a room on the first floor, like disconnected from the main area, where basically the entire floor is the mycelium like network, and that's where she does a lot of the kind of getting in tune with what's going on around the cottage. And I think Mycelia also has a bunch of random things that she's collected over time, such as like the hot sauce bottle, a mirror, maybe like some buttons, maybe even potentially like, oh, here's a beetle that I found and I just brought it back to the house for everyone else to hang out with.
Check out this beetle.
Yeah,
Perfect.
check out this beetle. I thought that maybe it could be our new friend.
Okay.
I want. Well, let me know if this is no. And I won't let you tell me this is doing too much. This is what I want.
Okay.
I want my room to be underground, and I want it to be mostly not. Well, sorry. Yeah, I want it to be on one far side, just a bed and like a desk where one may concoct potions and like I don't know, mortal and pestle some medicine, right?
Ooh,
like
I love
plant herbalist alchemy type stuff. And then the rest of the room is just, and it's all dark. Well, dark TM, but the rest of the room is just growing and planting like plants and mushrooms and all kinds of like that stuff that grows better in dark places.
Okay.
Like me. I just be sitting there down. I lay down there sometimes, and sometimes if people are close enough to the entrance, they can hear me talking, and they think I just be talking to myself. I'm talking to the plants, bro.
Yeah, because you can do that.
That's so cool.
Okay. And Stevie or Puffball.
I like to keep my room simple. I'm just kind of.
Bench press, barbells, squat rack.
Oh yeah, I do. Oh,
You don't have to
I'm
do
so buff because I have to lift myself. But then I get heavier and heavier
that.
and stronger because I
love
have
that.
to lift myself. So I don't have exercise equipment.
All
am the
natural,
exercise
baby.
equipment.
Yeah. I'm just. I don't know. I haven't put that much thought into my individual room.
There's this picture on Reddit I saw one time. I think it was Reddit. Where it was just like a TV and a chair. That was the room. And so many of the comments were just people being like, "Perfect, no notes."
Yeah.
I just have a bookshelf.
Full of what?
Okay.
Books.
Pog.
Oh my gosh, Puffball's a reader.
They are not difficult books.
Is it pop-up books?
Oh.
Green eggs and ham.
You know what? Yeah, it's pop-up books. I forgot that I was dumb. My lore is 1. So.
Okay.
Oh, I have like magic. They're like magic stuff.
Oh, so the books read themselves aloud.
There
Well,
you
they're
go.
about magic.
Oh,
But they're
diff-
like kids' books or like magic for dummies.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Oh, green
I
adorable.
like
Spells in
stretch my arms
Green
out.
spells in hand.
Big. Just put it right in front of my tiny little eyes.
Aw.
wait, your eyes tiny.
Okay. Sweet. There is also a village nearby. What do you guys think that village is called? And maybe just a brief description of it. Is it a village full of just mushroom people? Is it something kind of like Zootopia, where there's like the smaller creature district, and then like the, I don't know, human-sized creatures? Are you guys human-sized?
I'm tall.
How, that doesn't help me
Tall
here.
human size. Sorry, because it was a good transition. Because I was just thinking, oh my god, I want my character to be tall. And then you said, "Are you guys human size?" I was like, perfect. Yeah, we'll yell right now. Like 6 foot.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so human size, I think probably.
Yeah, I'm like 6 feet wide.
Yeah, human size.
I love Puffball so much. Yeah, I'm probably human size, probably shorter than Verna, right?
Yeah, Verna.
Yeah, like
Science goes
5
crazy.
5 foot little guy, but
Okay. So this village that's nearby, what are you guys thinking about the vibe there?
We hunt them.
You hunt
I'm
them?
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We
If you
hunt
want,
them.
I mean.
we hunt them for sport.
We harvest them for fertilizer. No.
It's got dark.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, is it a village full of just mushrooms?
Is it
or-
Cottagecore or is it Cottagecore? I'm just
Ah, there we go.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know, man. I imagine it wouldn't just be mushrooms.
Could
I'm
But
sending
maybe
a
it can.
pictures of what Puffball looks like.
I'm so excited. It could be mushrooms. It could be. I was even thinking maybe like fairies, like a little fairy village nearby.
A fairy village nearby. And we grind their wings.
Oh,
Good
I
boy,
love
catch.
love puffball.
Fairies. Fairies
So
could work.
strong.
I think fairies would be cool.
He walks around as his arms. That's why they're so buff. His little legs, they're just not long enough.
Oh,
That was a beautiful poem.
no, it was.
Yeah, I think.
So we're thinking fairies then.
Yeah,
I like the idea of fairies.
Mhm.
Just fairies, or do you think that there's other like plant life, animals running around?
Probably water.
Water. Probably water. Yeah.
Fairies need
Fairies and
hydrate,
fish.
I imagine.
That's the village.
Fairies
Yeah.
and fish. I want that on a shirt.
That's all that's there.
Um,
I'm just imagining fairies going out on a fishing boat.
will they even need a boat? I
Are
guess
the
they hold
fish?
the fish.
Are the
Yeah, they
fish
have to
friends or
hold the fish.
foe?
They're friends.
Friends
not food.
or food, yeah. Important questions.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was crisp. Can opening.
Crispy.
Crispy.
Probably. I don't know. Is the vibe just fairies? Fairies. Just
Fairies?
fairies in our neighboring village.
Fairies and berries.
Fairies and
Ooh.
berries. Yes.
Oh, the berry trading fairies. The guild from the
Yeah.
village down the road.
Yeah.
Well, what is the guild's name?
Berry
Uh,
trading fairies.
Fairy Trading Fairies?
Berry trading.
BTF?
BTF.
BTF.
Okay.
Gary's berry fairy forest.
This is amazing.
So that's what the guild is called. Do you think that the town just adopted
What's
that
the
name?
guild called?
Berries trading fairies. Fuck.
Yeah,
It's a fuck. Berries trading berries.
Berry Trading Fairies.
Berry trading.
Berry trading berries.
That's hard. Who picked
Berries
this name?
Trading Fairies. That's slave auction.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
A banana being like, "Yep, here's this fairy."
Kind of like that vibe though.
The berries are the one in charge.
Yeah. They're also alive like us. They're just... Oh
that-
no, that's so sad.
No, don't write that down.
I'll write it down.
Save the fairies.
Don't think about it too much.
Isn't
Maybe
it kind of
the
messed
real
up that we're
monsters
like,
were the
we want to
berries.
save the fairies, but right now we're not like, oh, we should save those berries. We're
Right?
messed up. We don't know if the berries.
You
are.
can talk to them.
Stop.
know
That
that-
is true.
Oh no.
Oh no! Wait. There's simply.
No, I don't want
Wait,
to go
who's
down.
the bad guy?
Are we the baddies? Are the fairies bad?
I think the town should have a cute name.
It's like Aquaman, right? He still
Like-
eats fish sticks.
What
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of berries are there?
Rasp.
Rasp.
I don't know. What kind of berries are there?
Rasp.
Blue.
Bananas.
Yeah.
I don't know. What other? Blue? Black?
Blueberry. We could have a gooberry. We could just make
Poison.
up
What?
berries.
Oh, wait, we can make berries
I
up.
felt,
Yeah.
I didn't know olives grow on trees.
Yeah,
Sorry,
olive trees.
that's irrelevant to what we're talking about. But now that makes sense. Like olive branch.
Glowberries
Duh,
that are used like
trees have
lamps.
branches.
Ooh, glowberries.
There you go, and that's what's lighting the
Yeah.
village streets.
Ooh.
We can call it
Gooberries,
Glowberry
glowberries.
Grove,
Glowberry
Yes,
Grove.
Glowberry Grove.
even though that doesn't make sense because
Yeah, it
berries
does, 'cause
don't grow on
al-
trees.
But alliteration.
Yeah.
I imagine that approaching this village, it kind of looks like when you approach Las Vegas at night, where you can
Mm.
see the glow from above before you even see the village.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, I love this.
The village that never sleeps.
The village that never sleeps.
They literally do not. What was that thing I was supposed to remind you about?
Oh, rituals.
Hey.
So one thing, while you guys are going through this game, just know that you do have an option to help you kind of like get past any obstacle that might come your way, called a ritual. So these are extremely open-ended, but the idea is that they can take an hour or more to cast. You kind of like sit up and do your weird ritual, whatever the ritual is. You guys will have to tell me. But it can do things like grant an ally immunity to a type of damage. Maybe generate up to 1,000 gallons of some common substance. On a
Of
super
course.
success, this could be 10,000 gallons
Oh,
of some
good
kind
lord.
of substance.
That's a lot of milk.
Generate the answer to a puzzle or riddle. Heal a ally 2 spoons. Give one character the ability to fly on a super success. All characters in the group gain the ability to fly. These are just options, but you can, I don't know, make up whatever the hell you want. Just know that it takes time to actually do.
I have one.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want it to be. I set up a circle, and from the circle sprouts a single glowing lettuce leaf. And then you eat it.
Mhm.
And then it sprouts another one. And you continue this process for 45 minutes to an hour. But at the end of it, you regain a spoon or two.
That sounds perfect.
I love it.
I'll call it lettuce rest.
Let us rest. Awesome. So the other thing is that each player is going to start every single session with 2 what we're calling cozy coins. Think of this as something that you can expend when you make a roll, and this will allow you to re-roll any die that did not meet the target number.
Any one die?
All of the die.
Is there somewhere to make note of that?
You have to declare it beforehand.
There is.
Oh, there's a little
somewhere.
space for there to be a portrait of your character.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have put. I'm going to have to redraw a puffball.
You start with 10 spoons.
Yes, you start with
Yes.
10 spoons.
I just read that. Want to contribute?
But yeah, I can't really see the spot for it right now, but
don't-
just make a note of it.
Yeah, I don't think there is one. I just.
What, lettuce rest?
The 2 cozy coins
right,
that
right,
allow
right.
you to re-roll the dice that didn't make it for a check.
So when we do a check, we have to have a certain number of successes. Is that how the difficulty scales? Or do we just have to meet a certain number?
You have to meet a certain number.
A certain amount of times? Okay.
Basically 3, and you're good.
Okay.
4, you super succeed.
Okay.
Any less than that, then you might have to spend a spoon or 2 in order to succeed. That makes sense now why they don't have a spot for it, because they highly recommend tracking cozy coins using physical coins.
Well, hand them over.
Give us the coins.
Oh my god, I have coins too.
Why are you shaking them at me?
I don't know. ASMR.
Yeah, for the listeners.
Coin
Thanks.
ASMR.
Wow, these
We've
coins
gotten
are
a pretty
cozy.
decent amount of use of these Nuka-Cola things.
Yeah, we have.
Today's sponsor, a Nuka-Cola. I've never played Fallout, except for that one time. On Critically
Yeah,
Acclaimed
'cause we-
podcast, Roleplay Rejects.
That was like 20 sessions of Fallout that you played.
Yeah, I know. I meant the video game.
Okay. So the thing with cottages, just so everyone is tracking, is that every single cottage in the world is judged
Oh,
by the god of the moon, Miss Luna. Yes,
is that one word? Or are you saying Miss Space Luna?
Miss Space
Okay.
Luna. She will rank each cottage in the world, so you will wake up knowing what your cottage rank is, and it is ranked on coziness. So there's anywhere from rank 1 all the way up to rank 10, and at every single rank you get a little bit of a benefit. For instance, at rank 2 and every other even rank, the cottage becomes more serene, and Miss Luna blesses it with calmness and restorative energy, allowing players to gain 1 bonus spoon, bringing you up to 11
Ooh.
spoons.
I love spoons.
At later ranks, every single evening, Miss Luna sends out star-shaped cookies that restore 1 spoon when consumed.
Cute.
There's a lot of interesting, so there is like an actual mechanical benefit
She
to
seems
ranking up
judgmental
your-
but kind.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from her.
She just wants us to push ourselves to cozier
Yeah.
cottages.
She just wants us to live our best coziest life.
Mhm.
Exactly. She's very supportive.
So you all will be starting at cottage rank 1.
I was going to say 11.
12 at least.
Right. Don't want to sell ourselves short.
Yeah, the other cool thing is like, so basically what you're doing is trying to get different items or like improve your cottage to get cozy points.
Mhm.
And then there are different progressions for how many cozy points are needed to increase your rank. So like the standard progression is 10 to get to rank 2, then 30, 50, 80, 110, and going a little bit further. There's a fast progression that is just a simple 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then there's like a slow progression on here as well if you want like a longer campaign trying to increase the rank of your cottage. Yeah. So this is just the session 0 for this. But next episode, we will be actually exploring these characters, the village, and possibly even going on a monster hunt.
Ooh.
Exciting.
Sorry, that was genuine. Like, I'm excited. Sorry.
I know you're excited. But
Editor, take that out.
no,
keep it
editor,
in.
keep it in.
Yeah, this is very different from something that I'm used to, because you've heard the kinds of games that I run. It's all doom and gloom. So this is going to be very different.
Yeah, very open room.
Yeah.
Open room.
Yeah, because the room's in the cottage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my new favorite genre of games now. Open room.
Open room genre.
I keep thinking of cottage cheese because you keep saying cottage. I don't like cottage cheese.
I was going to say, I'm sorry, I think.
Do you want me to just say your treehouse then?
No, it's a cottage.
Your treehouse rank.
We'll just make it out of cheese.
There we go.
Our home will be made of cheese.
Like the moon.
Oh god, the smell would just be.
Well, then we can grow more fungus because we can grow some mold.
Wait.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then
You
get
are-
enough other mushrooms to attack the village.
True.
What?
Mushroom
berries.
army.
Free the berries.
No, I don't support that.
I hear their screams.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Well, then stop doing the talk with plants.
Are we the problem?
Yeah.
We make every game dark. We're not doing this again. It's gonna be cozy and fun. I'm gonna hunt a little, I don't know, man. Hunt a dragon worm.
Dragon.
I'm excited for the monsters. They're very, very cool.
I'm so excited to see what you pick.
Yeah, I've already got an idea in mind.
Is it the dragon worm?
It's not actually.
Next time.
All right. Anyways, we have a Patreon. We have a Discord if you want to go on to that, and a website and stuff. Also, check out Willow and the RPG Goblin. There's also an RPG Goblin Discord and various episodes on all sorts of different kinds of TTRPGs where she gets to talk to people about those TTRPGs or just TTRPG topics as a whole. I was on there talking about theft in TTRPGs. So definitely check that out. And without further ado, deuces.
Goodbye.
Bye.